Ancient Colony Camp, one of the biggest no-DAPO resistance camp. I felt a powerful tension between and misunderstanding about sort of what we were aiming to do. Were we aiming to stop the pipeline? Were we aiming to protest it in the hope that politicians would stop it for us? And on December 4th, which was sort of the height of the energy that I saw at Standing Rock, it was also the day that the Obama administration denied the easement. And in my mind, it was the beginning of the end. It was when the energy was sucked out of the movement. And a month later, the camps were much diminished, and the Trump administration, with a single stroke of the pen, put the pipeline through. So that, to me, demonstrates some of the frailty of political action. And I guess my perspective is that the real fight against fossil fuels will be on the ground in the form of direct action. And I'm wondering from you what we can learn from Standing Rock about how to navigate that tension.
Yes. Thank you. That's a very tough question, because it asks, what is your level of commitment? What is the level of risk that you are willing to take to protect the integrity and the sanctity of what you now, after 240 years of America, what we now, after 10,000s of years of developing and sacrificing for our cosmology, who are now considered Americans, we are all together in this. What level of commitment, what level of risk are we willing to take to protect our homeland? We in this room, even if it's just us in this room, need to be able to look at where you live and consider that your homeland. I want you to consider that your homeland. I want you to create a respect relationship with the very rivers and creeks and streams that flow through your homeland. That's what needs to happen. Otherwise, you get too big of a group and people's levels of commitment are different than some. My level of commitment was life, liberty, and whatever sacrifice I had to make. Because I lived directly south of the pipeline, and it meant the law and order that was being upheld meant that my children's right, their human right, their birthright to clean drinking water would have to be forsaken by me. And that I was not about to let that happen. But the people in control at Standing Rock did not have that level of commitment. So when on December 4th a false victory was proclaimed and celebrated, that's exactly when I stepped into the movement. But what I saw was a slow death, as he pointed out. And we needed unity at that time. But we got pinched. As a nation, as a tribal nation, we were pinched. Long time ago, they would just withhold the rations that they had created a dependency on. And this time they blocked the roadway, which brought in all of our disposable and discretionary income. So they pinched us a different way. And we ended up asking the very people we invited out to help us protect our water resources, we ended up asking them to leave. So in the future, if we were to take anything from that, is sometimes we have to let liberators, activists, people whose commitment level, as long as it's standing in the power of peace, it's not inflicting violence or aggression on the innocent. Sometimes civil resistance, different than civil disobedience, is a necessary part, because we are facing something that is so powerful. It's now in the heart and souls of our youth and telling us This is what you are to value. This is how you are to transport yourselves. These are the contours of your economic reality, which is being imposed upon us. But we have to figure out ways to liberate from that. Thank you.